Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Baylor Bears, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. There's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play. And now the running back's got it again. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The defense backed up against their own end zone. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to scramble now. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Really love the call here on third down to give the quarterback the option to either make the throw or pull it down and keep it himself to be able to pick up first down yardage.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Gets into space at the 50. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. Well, the big fella's, Kirk, flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the...
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fair catch made near the 45. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quarterback keeps the football. Breaks loose at the 45. Ball carrier running through tackles. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. They're going to run it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
And the quarterback keeps it here. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
And sometimes you know the quarterback's going to run the ball. You put your defense in position, and he still gets yards. In fact, he makes them pay for it, gets all the way to the end zone.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to extend the play. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The punt will bounce and go out of bounds. They'll spot it near the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
And the Bears looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Direct snap to the back. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner trying to create good field position. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Finding some room with the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle, but first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. He hands it off from the gun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch is made along the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Bears hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Using his legs here. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. The Bears are in the red zone. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. This will be the 9th play on the drive. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
He's going to hand this off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made down inside the 25. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. And here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Here we go on fourth down. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Looking to scramble. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And now the handoff. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Here's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Oh, and they stop him short. Defense stout here on back-to-back plays.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback still with the football. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. And the Bears have 1st and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Snags the quick throw. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach 4th quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on 3rd downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
1st and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think he underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the first down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now, using his legs on the scramble, avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. He'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. Quick throw caught on the left side. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Bears are going to cash in here in the red zone. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Makes a quick catch. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an...
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he released it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw yet again. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, tie. They're set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.